Oh, what a sweet day it is here in Rated F.
Hey, you guys!
And we're going to be talking about
Doolittle.
Welcome to the thrill. Giving you something that's real. Tell me how you really feel.
All right, Robbie, so that recent release of our, it's a classic of Dr. Doolittle.
Love it. I'm very, very excited for it.
I mean, it made me feel really like a kid. I'm kind of a little torn by it because I grew up on the Eddie Murphy one. I know there was a Dr. Doolittle before him, but I mean, it looks good.
You've never been experienced, my son. You don't know the true legends.
I know a little bit of the story. I know bits and pieces of it, but this is actually really good. Like it really makes you feel like you're a child again.
It's like a coming home because it's like a British child's story. Like my parents are from Trinidad and they were owned by the British for like forever. So when growing up, we had those stories. Dr. Doolittle was one of them. You know, so it's good to see it being brought home. Exactly. You know, taking it back to the roots and trying to bring it back to the books and the storytelling of it. But I don't really imagine. I can't really imagine anyone but just 3 words. Robert Downey Jr. He is the man, and he could have set it down. And, you know, we were watching the trailer earlier, and I was like, I can't put my finger on that accent. And it was just like, it's not British. It has a little bit of another, pull to it, and it's like, is it a South African accent? Is it like Scottish?
It looks more like a South African accent.
It has like that feel to it when it comes to the cinematography. It's just like, okay, where are they? Is it just Fantasyland? Is it this? I mean, you don't expect less from Robert Downey Jr. and then you partner him up with the producers of Maleficent and Alice in Wonderland. Now you just have fantasy overload, and it's beautiful. I love it, and the cast.
The cast
Goodness gracious.
I was blown away.
Everybody and the grandmama.
They threw everybody in the kitchen sink. And,
yeah.
From the likes of Tom Holland.
Yeah. Selena Gomez.
Oh my God.
Hey.
They even have John Cena in this movie.
He's a monkey or a girl. I don't know what that he's playing, but hey, he's in it.
I think it's awesome to see that they have such a great cast. They really showed that they cared about this movie.
Yeah.
I think what a way to show that you care about this movie than throwing a bunch of actors and actresses that just really enjoy what they're doing.
Yes, and as long as you have the storyline put in together and you have that good cinematography, which the trailer is showing, and Robert Downey Jr. is not going to stick his nose in anything, any crap, any bullshit. Yeah. You know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be mesmerizing. It's going to be very fantastic. And let's not forget Antonio Banderas.
Oh my God!
Let's not forget Craig Robinson. Just pull out the list. There's so many people.
Literally, you can just have a good 10-minute speech of the list because
it's a fantastic cast.
I think whoever the director was said, "I want," and just went
these people.
And he just gave them a whole list, and they were like, "I'll give you 40 of those guys." And he was like, "Okay,
I'll take 40 out of 50. Why not?
I'll win." Because I think he literally gave him the star-studded cast that they have on this. They really going all out for it.
It's wonderful.
I have a lot of high hopes for it, and not in any of they better have, because I really don't know the story that well for me to say that. But just to see what they're doing, I think they're really, really going to the wire. They're gonna say, "Look, this is what we want. This is how we're gonna do it. And we're gonna take it right back to the roots."
Yeah, it's funny because that Dr. Doolittle story came from an age where it's just kind of far-fetched to have something so fantastic, so phantasmic, if you like. But it's a simple concept. It's a guy who can talk to animals. Just happen to be a veterinarian, and he feels those emotions. It's not they're beasts anymore. they have emotions, they have
They're
their troubles,
personified.
they have those personalities to them, and they communicate. And next thing you know, you have a lion and a tiger and a donkey and a this and a
Oh, if
that.
you would have said bear, I
Dogs
would have
and
screamed,
no.
"Oh my!"
That's why I changed it last minute. So we're not going there. But you know, it's just like you have all these animals that would usually be against each other, but now they have a voice, and now they have to work together, and now they have somebody who cares about them, and they all have that same criteria.
And who's
We
willing
care
to be
about him.
their voice? That's the biggest thing. Is
Yes.
that I'm willing to be your voice.
Yeah, and I think it was a fantastic concept. It was very mesmerizing as a child to hear it, and now it's going to be on the big screen, and I cannot wait for January. Can't wait.
I mean,
Long wait,
we've
but
been already
I'll
saying
wait.
that next year is going to be a really big movie year.
Huge.
I think to start it off with a Doctor Doolittle movie.
Yes,
It's a great way to start to bring in the new year.
it really is.
To bring in for pun intended on this one, but to bring in a voyage of
The
stories.
Voyages of Dr. Doolittle.
You know, I think this is a really good take to it. I think it's too early for me to give a rating. I don't want to drop a rated F onto it yet. The trailer is definitely a rated F because
Yes. I would go out on a limb, just from you know how when I critique when I watch my movies.
if you say anything positive, I might die.
When I cinematography wise, it's when you hear the audio, when you see the nowadays CGI, with how much you can do with CGI, when you see the acting, if you can lose yourself in it. And this is the positive from the negative from when we were talking a couple weeks ago with Justice League. So I could watch a 2-minute trailer and feel that childhood come back to me. I haven't seen the movie yet. It's rated F for me. I'm anticipated. I'm excited. I'm gonna drag my wife with me, and she ain't gonna like it. But fuck it. I'm going. My dad, I gotta bring my dad with me because he's the one who told me the stories. He's the one who pushed me in that direction when it came to storybooks and stuff my mom would read to me and things like that. It's just it's beautiful to see them come back full circle, and you really use the tools of the trade when you say, let's throw a big cast, let's throw a bunch of money and get this story right.
That was the biggest thing for me is are you gonna get the story right?
Are you gonna get the story right? Brush up on it, man. Take a read. It's interesting. It's very interesting.
And I heard a little bit of the story. My grandfather was the one who got me kind of caught up with a lot of the stories. And like I said, like when Eddie Murphy had dropped his Dr. Doolittle, my grandfather brought up the story that this is like there's an original one. This is just a remake. And I was like, and he kind of gave me a little bit of the stories and
the story of Dr. Doolittle is hundreds of years old, man.
But I never really, I thought it was just a movie that they did. So again, I'm a little bit aware, I should say. I even should say like I'm knowledgeable. I'm just aware of that there is an original story. That obviously the one that came out back in the day was not the original story. They try to modernize it, but I think this is gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good movie.
I think so.
For me to say it's rated F, for me personally, I'm gonna wait and wait to see. And I hope it is. Robert Downey Jr. is
He's a man. He doesn't touch shit.
He's revamped his
He
entire
don't
image.
touch nothing.
So I definitely have to say that this movie has the potentials and has the sightings that I really can see it hitting that mark.
For me, and like going through my head when it comes to like imagining what the movie is going to look like. If you remember a movie called I think it was the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
Yes.
And how whimsical that was. That movie took CGI and it just took storytelling to another level when it came to fantasy, when it came to being weird. But
I think that movie and it sucked because that movie I think is very underrated because it was Heath Ledger's last movie.
Yeah, it was his official last movie.
Because I know everyone says Dark Knight, but it was actually that movie.
It was actually that.
But that movie took the unfortunate event and they were able to spin it in a certain way and still keep the storytelling.
Yeah.
And I think it holds true to, because I don't want to get it too far off from Dr. Doolittle, but it holds very true to this because they can spin a story and they just do it very, very well.
So remember how that movie felt if you watch it, if you go back and watch it, and it's a great watch, The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. But then take that fun aspect. I'm not sure if you watched this movie with Natalie Portman, which is I think it's Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium.
I've never really watched that one, but
that is an awesome movie. I love it. It takes the fun. You feel like a kid watching it, but it's a real life situation in the sense that you could dive into it and understand. But they then change it into a sense of fantasy because it's a Wonder Emporium. The toys come to life, but this is the real reason why we have to keep this place open. This is a fight to keep this this toy store open because they're moving into a more modern age. So take the fun of that movie and then take the weird cinematography, that storyline that just kind of didn't make sense, but at the same time it did, because it didn't make sense because it was something grand, it was something weird, it was something fantastic, it was something new, and smash that together. Put Robert Downey Jr. and 30 other motherfuckers in the middle of it, mix of it, have the feel and that outrageous thought process of Alice in Wonderland, and now you have Dr. Doolittle. To me, this movie is going to be amazing.
I honestly,
open
really
tonight. I'm gonna be there. Yeah.
I can see you there dressed as Dr. Doolittle.
Yes. Too. With Bruce. Bruce is my Yorkie. Don't judge
Small
me.
dog, you'll hold him with a harness on him too. I can definitely see you doing that, trying to talk to Bruce, expecting him to like, oh yeah, this movie's great.
Like, yeah, you should. Anyway.
Guys, definitely we want to hear more about what you guys think about this trailer and what you think about the movie. Leave your comments, like, subscribe, click on the bell to stay up to date whenever we drop more content. But definitely, guys, give us your intake, feed us your knowledge, and then like always, guys, shoot us any comments and see what we're going to be doing on the next video. We're definitely open to hear what you guys want us to talk about. If there's anything new you want us to talk about, if there's any new information about the movies or about anything else that you may have seen from any of the other videos you want to talk about, bring it out, guys. We're more than happy to talk about any of the events.
Or you could leave comments and questions in the comment section below. What's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? We'll let you know.
Alright, guys, as always, your boy Felix right here.
Robbie.
This is the thrill. Welcome to the thrill. Giving you something that's real. Tell me how you really feel. Now that you're hearing the